Okay, we are inside the TBM. We finished our first drive. We are now breaking the machine apart. This is the motor room. These are the big electric motors that spin the cutter head. These are the articulation cylinders. Get your direction. That's the man lock up there at the decompression chamber. Crawling out of the motor room into the can. These are your thrust cylinders. As you put the segments in, these cylinders push against the ring and should drive the machine forwards. Here's the other part of the man lock, decompression chamber. Has two parts to it, so you can take guys out and bring guys in, and while others are decompressing. Okay, this is the erector. Spins around and puts the segments in place. The screw comes up the center from the very front of the cutter head. That goes, it dumps up there onto the conveyor belt. It's the bottom of the can, the build area. Back side of the screw. The material comes through the screw, out the gate on the bottom here, onto the conveyor belt. Coming back here, this is the mixing chambers for the foam to condition your material. Around the corner is the operator's cab. At the bottom of the conveyor, this is where the muck pump sits when we start the tunnel, so we can pump the material out with a pump before we have the conveyor in place. Here's your operator's cab. This is where you run a TBM from. And that is the key. This machine is 17 gantries long. I think it's 760 feet or something like that. This is how we transport the cement segments to the front. You set them on here with that overhead crane. It's the rail for our Loki. That is the jump rail that the gantries ride on. That's that segment hoist, the little crane I was talking about to transport the pieces. These are the quick unloaders. When the Loki brings it in, they grab the tunnel segments and hold them in the air. Then you take them ahead with this gantry crane. You set them on the segment feeder, and that's what shuttles them under the machine to the build area. Our high pressure washer. These are our pumps. That's our EP2 pump. That's our tail skin grease pump. These are the hydraulic pumps. Those are the foam tanks. These are the hydraulic oil tanks. That's the ring number. That's a flow jump. It's ring number 1000. There was 1,026 rings in this drive. A little over a mile, I believe. Well, quite a bit more than a mile, actually. They're 5-foot segments, so that's 5,000 feet. Strapped all these segments so they cannot fall apart. Another look here at the decompression chamber. Little jump seats you sit in there. Okay, in this area, these are our spider pump. These are all our grease gauges going to different points on the machine to pump the EP2 grease. Bank over here controls all our water. tight getting in there hooking all this stuff up. There's not a lot of room. This is how you talk to somebody in there. That's how you get their attention. Those are all the power cables, the orange ones that go to the electric motors. And we actually have to crawl down in there. There's about 500 hoses, I swear. We gotta